black silver letters that say crime in the city, right? And just to come to home, yeah, tell you so. Knowing that I can do it. Every time I get in the train, almost every day I see my name. I say, yeah, you know what, I was there, I bumped it. It matters for me, it's not for nobody else to see. I don't care for me, I don't care about nobody else seeing it. Or the fact that they can read it or not. It's for me and other graffiti writers that we can read it. All these other people who don't write.
Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Nah, let's take a journey. Tell me what you see. Let's take a trip for discovery. Look into the background, working in the sands. The pyramid builder as the first man. Following the pole star straight from our hearts. Evolving from the black, cause the black is where it starts. Original, my brothers. Consisting of kings, priests, architects, and lovers. Four brothers, we move on. I think I use my melanin and step into the sun. It's a glorious, a beautiful, a bright, shiny day. Think I call upon the gods and let them know I'm on my way. A tisket, a tasket, no money for a casket. Look into community as things are getting drastic. Evolving from a sleeper, straight into a Mac. Looking at my ride as my brother sell a crack. Where does it come from? Where does it grow? The answer to these questions everybody knows. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see.
We up too black?
Discovery.
Alright, don't be mad at me because I'm on some Coogee Chagalia shit today. Still got on the color of the day, but I'm gonna be wearing my Coogee Chagalia hoodie.
Sitting on the seashore waiting for a ship. Chains on my hands, swords on my hips. Don't want to move, feel the fury of the lash. This is a glimpse of what happened in the past. So back on the ship, it's so hard for me to breathe. Exposed to the elements, heat and disease. Brothers just a dying and it turned to sharp bait. Chain up, I have to listen to my sisters getting raped. Lying on the hard floor, shit's in my hair. Hips were raw, smell the piss in the air. Trying to survive, but that's still my bet. But I know I'm gonna make it, cause my soul I direct. I lie and pray. The ship just nod, but who else could make this journey but a God? Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see.
so good. Standing in the congregation of the mighty. Are we up? Is everything been sent out? Anime, is everything sent out? We got everything together, anime? Alright. That was Phoenix for yes. We do. Oh man. Can we get it? Do I have my notebook? Oh. Gotta pull up the folktale for the day. No, I'm done. Let y'all groove to the sounds of DJ O Sharp and Eddie Bear. Can we get it? Because we got to get up out of here. Me and Cleve got to be on. We on a mission. Gianni on duty. Let's get it. Oh. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Can we get it? We ready? Simba, you ready? Simba ready. We get it. You know what we gonna do? We busting out! Magic rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your picture of that water. Lift that picture. Get that picture of that water. Come on. Simply pour some water. Pour it. Give me a second. Drink. Stop putting it on my mind. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam.
Just move your body.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now
raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass.
and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Lift and pour.
Move your body.
Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water.
Family, 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 it is always so good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is GNJMedia. I am your host, Brother Hot Tim, and of course, you know that this is Kuumba, as you can see by the undershirt. Right now, I just felt like wearing a hoodie. I'm going to take the hoodie off now so I don't have people confused. Because they be like, oh, well, Brother Hot Tim, I was watching your show and I'm on my Coogee shit today. I'm on my Coogee stuff. I felt so Coogee-licious. You know what I'm saying? Coogee Chagalia is my day. You know what I'm saying? I said I never get to wear my hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't wear it to the adventure. You know what I'm saying? But I could wear it on Kuumba. So I'm just going to have the undershirt on. But today is Kuumba, and we want to give all of the Kuumba babies a round of applause. Give it up for them. Give it up for them. Give it up for them. Come on. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Word. Come on. Give it up. They deserve it. Them Kuumba babies. That stuff left a lot of stuff in my beard. But hey.
Are you a Kuumba baby?
No, I'm not. I am a Coogee Chagalia baby. Don't you come asking questions interrupting the show. But anyway, let's get it popping. Family, we are here this morning. And, of course, you know it's a Heart of a Simple production. But we we strive. You heard it from the baby. God bless. Man, family. I am so thrilled to be here with you this morning. But we got to go and get through the toast because, of course, you know, we have stuff to do. I have a couple of assignments. I have to edit. I'm gonna work on doing some editing for a friend. I got to meet with a client today. What else? Something else. Check my Goose Cyber Challenge book. Something else I'm supposed to do. All right, launch ad for the 2 Black line. I did that last night. Oh, I'm supposed to be trying to lay out the show for the next 8 days. Oh my God. Okay, good luck on that one. Okay, and I need to schedule the next 3 tribal quotes for Brother Kwame. Get them up in the system so that we don't have to worry about it for 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But anyway, that's a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna focus on the cutting the video. But anyway, so let's go and let's get straight into what we need to be talking about today. And speaking of that, because I want to make sure that the family that's in the group, the GNJMedia Journey group, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that if they are chatting us up, I want to make sure that we are able to hear them. Make sure we're streaming in the proper places. Yep, we are. We right. We all right. We all right. So I guess, let me see. Oh, so I can just click that button and it take me straight there. That's dope. All right, cool. All right, ain't no comments. I ain't missing nothing. Okay. It's all good. So let's keep it moving. So, all right, family, what we gonna do right now, what we're gonna do on this day today, we're gonna hit the news real quick. Then after the news, we get straight into the stuff that we need to cover for the day. Well, that's if Meta, you know what I'm saying, because they changed the name. If Meta will let us into our page. Still glad they haven't just totally changed the name. But you know, and that's that whole, you know, I'm gonna leave it alone. But all right. So let me go and switch screens for y'all real quick. My news scene, get my news scene popping off. Boom, there we go. All right, you know, get the blocks rolling. All right, so for those that don't know, we got a pop-up shop. Candy's Crochet will be hosting a weekly pop-up shop every Saturday in January. I guess I owe push. It's okay. But every Kuumba in January, come out, support pop-up shop, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 5835 Imperium Square, Columbus, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And you could look up Candy Crochet. That's Miss Candace Johnson. Shouts out. Mark Cuban, Jeff Bezos, and science agree. Kind, generous, and thoughtful people are just as likely to, and that too is succeed. So it's some nice research there. You go and check that article out. Caught my attention. I won't ruin it for you. We got the best rappers alive every year since 1979. So we got, you can see the transition here. So they got all of them in there from Grandmaster. My fault. I think it was. They got it from Curtis Blow in 1980, but in 1979, I think was the first one, right? And I'm trying to remember who it was. But a lot of people wouldn't know it, and you can start seeing the shift in hip hop as we move through, because basically the greatest rapper alive became at that point in time, I ain't gonna say at first, but as we move through and we move into the 90s, late 90s, you start seeing the battle between the actual like MCs and best-selling rap artists. Now, there's a difference between an MC and a rap artist, right? There's a difference between that. You know, the MC is somebody who is really entrenched in the craft. Rap artist is somebody that's just pretending. They're playing, they're acting. They're in a role. They're in a hip-hop series, right? And that's basically the news for the day. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to see the list, you go to Giami Journey on Facebook or Giami Journey Media page. Not the private group. I post all the news up on the page. You go and check that out. I was going to put some stuff up there about Stellar, but I figured a lot of people ain't there yet, so I'm not going to post that up. But anyway, so now let's get back into what we need to be doing. Get to where we need to be. And Big Clean got appointments, and I got to pick up some honey for this ambrosia, and I still got to get the tea. Who would have thunk it? Right? So here we go.
It's the proverb of the day.
Proverb of the day. Proverb of the day. This is Brother Hot Tim, and the proverb of the day is very simple and very quick. When you see a rat running into a fire, what it is running away from is hotter than the fire. Once again, when you see a rat running into a fire, then what it is running away from is hotter than fire. All right? Keep that in your mind. That's the proverb of the day. Tell me, what does it mean to you?
It's the proverb. The proverb of the proverb.
Oh, man and family, it is time for us to get busy and do those folk tales for grown folks. I tell you all the time, these folk tales are not just for kids, so listen up. The Hen and the Golden Eggs. A cottager and his wife had a hen that laid a golden egg every day. They supposed that the hen must contain a great lump of gold in its inside, and in order to get the gold, they killed it. Having done so, they found to their surprise that the hen differed in no respect from their other hens. The foolish pair, thus hoping to become rich all at once, deprived themselves of the gain of which they were assured day by day. Oh my God, I hope you get the lesson. Peace!
Folk tales, time to do a folk tale. Folk tales.
So, those of you that have your Kuumba or your Nguza Saba Challenge Smart Journal or Self-Mastery Journal, you know what I'm saying? This is like technology for the show. You can get those proverbs, you can get those folk tales, and you get to thinking and writing, right? Boom. And also fill out your days. Like I said, I am planning to create another way so that you can have a little bit more room to write. And you're going to see that coming up in the next one. But then I am going to come out with a third edition. Now, it ain't going to be as many challenges in it because this one has 21 challenges and the next one has 21 challenges. But I will not be able to do the full 21 challenges, right? So I'm figuring I might be able to do, I might be able to do 11 weeks. This one has 21 weeks of challenges in it, right? So, I think the next one I'm gonna do is gonna be able to do about 10 to 11 weeks worth because I want to make sure that you got enough room because I'm running into issues with writing and having room, right? So, on this one, once again, you had the thing where you could plan out the week, some of the challenges that you're gonna have for the week that you could kind of review on the money before you move into the next week, because this is my this is the next week coming up. So this will be the week of, what's the day, 9th, 10th. This will be the week of the 10th. So I already got something down. But, you know, as you see, there's a little room there. So what I'm putting on this page behind this is I'm putting these. I'm going to have some more journal space in there for you. And what I'm going to put behind each day is one of these too. But that's going to take up, if we, you know what I'm saying, that's 7 extra pages per week. So it's going to reduce the amount of pages that I can actually put in the book. But when it comes out, it is going to be a better and handier tool. And I think I'm going to start working on that today. Because it's just time consuming in creating it. But, you know, you did the Goose Cyber challenges now. I would say get the ones now for the collectors piece in them. They still are useful, but you never know what might happen to Brother Hatim or Gianni Journey. And people are like, man, whatever happened to those first books? You know what I'm saying? Well, such and such got one. I want it for $50,000. I want to remember Brother Hatim. Anyway, but that's the challenge. So now, that folktale, right? Because there's a similar folktale. No, with both the proverb and the folktale. When you see a rat running in a fire, then what it is running away from is hotter than fire. Now, also, there's another example of that when they say, if you see an elder running, don't ask questions, start running with them, right? Because if an elder is running, it's something serious. Now, young dudes running and stuff like that, they're young, they can run. But if you see an elder running, you know that it's something serious popping off, right? So, I mean, this little wisdom that's being dropped is a very powerful, and it really could get your mind moving, right? In Zen, Chinese Zen or Japanese Zen, in Japan, in China, I think it was called Shan or Chan or something like that. But in Japan, it's called Zen. They have these things called koans that you think about. Like, you know, do you know the sound of, you know what 2 hands clapping sound like? Do you know what 1 hand sounds like? Right? And it's just something that you are supposed to meditate on and wrap your mind around. And the Proverbs in our tradition is the same thing, right? It not only gives you insight into life, but if you wrap your mind around it and allow yourself to really dwell on the Proverbs, they will introduce you to a state of mind where you will have access to the ultimate wisdom if you work with them. Same thing with the folk tales. Think about that folk tale, right? You know what I'm saying? The hen that laid the golden eggs. We all knew this story, but this story was designed to teach important lessons, not just to children, but to adults. But it also was entertaining enough so that you could actually focus on the story and actually pull other wisdom out of it, right? Where you will be able to stop your mind long enough so that you will be able to get some true insight, not just into that folk tale, but into life. That's what these exercises are about. This is what the self-mastery challenge, self-mastery journal is all about. It's about giving you time to reflect on some stuff so that you can stand still long enough. See, because you don't have to change your proverb every day if you don't want to. Let's say you work on a proverb for 21 days straight. Let's say you work on a folktale for 21 days straight. And every day you challenge yourself to pick something else out of it, to just focus your mind on it. Focus your breathing on it. Just work with it. Powerful, powerful, powerful concept. But anyway, let's go on and get to what we're supposed to be doing. All right, so we did those. Anime, baby, if you could, please, could you get everything together for me? Could you get everything working for me? Could you get everything in order? Because right now, I need the war horn, please. The war horn has sounded. The war horn has sounded. Get your mind ready. Get your journal together, because we are about to have our Kuumba discussion. The Kuumba discussion today. Come on now, get ready to write down the title. I want you to get ready to write down the title. But before you write that down, let me go on.
Thinking all the time.
Hit the thinking pose. Come on. Thinking all the time. Right? So now, here we go. Let's get to what we supposed to be talking about today. The title of the discussion today is the Kuumba concept. The Kuumba concept, creating a culture. All right, so now, because now, what we are doing here at GNJMe is creating a culture. No, not from scratch, not brand new. We're pulling on old concepts that we have. We're pulling on ancient concepts, and we're also mixing in some of the new technology and some of the stuff that we have learned and that we have experienced so that we could create a new culture, right? Got my clock. I had to start my clock. But the Kuumba concept. So I sent the write-up to all of those on my email list. Now, what I'm going to start doing is taking part of that write-up and start putting it in a blog and inviting people over to the email list to get the list of things that we are going to talk about. Now, today, what I want to do is kind of read what I have put together for today's piece. So those of you that got the email list, please forgive me. But I was putting stuff in. I was like, bam, okay, boom, boom, boom. In the Kuumba concept, creating a culture in many ways, the art world has become a propaganda machine used to reinforce and support systems of oppression. The masses are made to feel inadequate as they are constantly bombarded with images of unattainable perfection, beauty, and wealth. Meanwhile, critics rave about the brilliance of these manufactured creations, while movies, television shows, magazines, and newspapers bombard people with negative messages about themselves, messages that tell them that they aren't enough, and their happiness can only be attained by having more stuff or becoming more beautiful than the next person. The Kuumba concept is rooted in the idea that we all are artists, I dare say creators. Our collective consciousness is a canvas on which we paint with our thoughts and emotions. We live in a culture that does not encourage us to express ourselves freely. If you don't fit into the mold, if you don't do what you're supposed to, if you don't think exactly how they want you to think, then you are ostracized. There's a constant pressure pushing you to stay within society's boundaries. Any deviation from this zone results in criticism and judgment. Kuumba encourages individuals to move beyond their comfort zones through creative expression. It encourages people to engage in artistic activities regardless of their age, race, or sex. Kuumba promotes unapologetic blackness that makes those outside of the culture uncomfortable. Right? Let's be clear. Kuumba, which speaks of creativity, is not just about the art of dance or music. It is the art of life and living. I should have added that. I didn't add that. I just added that. A way of living that rejects the status quo and creates a new reality. A world that we have collectively created in which there is no space for fear, hatred, discrimination, or suffering. It is a decentralized network of individuals who have come together to build a better world that we all can share. This movement isn't about money and power. It's about freeing our minds from the mental pollution that has been forced upon us by an oppressive system of power and control, which includes our government, media, corporations, religions, and educational systems. Where do we find ourselves at this moment? We find ourselves in a world where our creativity and imagination are suppressed by a system fueled by fear and greed, a system that propagates lies as truths that a majority believe without question. Our Kuumba requires us to ask questions, to do what is deemed impossible, and to change the unchangeable. Here are 9 things that we need to do to be creating with our Kuumba. 9 things we need to be creating. That is. I just want, because that write up, I was like, oh man, I put it on because I stayed up late last night, right? 9 things. 9 things that we need to be creating with our Kuumba. 9 things we need to be focusing our Kuumba on. Now, these are Brother Hatim's points, but I want to throw the discussion out there because you don't have to agree with my 9 things. Do you have some things, right? And which things can you focus on? See, because one of the concepts that I wasn't able to put into this was the idea of mood following actions. See, in our creative endeavor, people like, I have to feel to be able to create. So in a sense, your actions follows the feeling or follow the mood, right? But in actuality, what we find is that it's actually our moods follow our doing, our being, our actions. We have to go on and discipline ourselves and learn that when we start something, what starts to happen is we change the biochemistry in our body so that we can start feeling the emotions and feeling the urge to do the thing that we're doing. Oftentimes, the things that we don't want to do or that we think that we can't do unless we're in the mood never get done because we never are in the mood. What gets you in the mood? What gets you in the mood is the actions, the doing of the thing. Sounds counterintuitive. Sounds crazy, does it not? Right? Mood follows action. So you got to take the action in order for your mood to start following it. I can remember, I used to love going to martial arts practice. No, better yet, I loved the end of martial arts practice. I loved the satisfaction afterwards. Prior to, I was never in the mood to go through the shit that I had to go through to get to that end piece. But once I started and got into it, the mood changed and I got into warrior mode. You know what I'm saying? I like the end process of football, but I didn't like the actual aspect of doing the practice. But as I started and got into practice, the mood followed, right? I never liked doing my schoolwork. I never liked math. I never liked none of the stuff that I'm doing. I never liked writing, right? I never liked poetry, right? But I started doing, and as I started doing, the mood started to follow. So a little project of me doing haikus can build into a year or a year to 2 years worth of straight poetry writing every day. It wasn't about mood. It was about doing. I had to go through my process. I had to pick up my pen. This is why I try to get y'all with this get y'all to understand the power of a simple little book like the Nguzo Saba Challenge, right? Because there is a process with me picking up the book. There's a process that I'm trying to put you into. This is the reason why I do the show every day. One, to demonstrate what I'm talking about. Mood follows action. I don't feel like doing this show every day. Do you know how much drama me doing this show every day causes? But once I turn on, once I go through the process, I am in love with it. I remember why I like doing this. Some days some days I'll be like, damn, I don't want to do it. And I'll go and do stuff to avoid it. But then I have to come and I do it. And once I sit down and I take myself through the process, the mood changes. And I'm trying to help you, right? Because I'm helping you. Like I do what I do so that you can sit down and set up your systematic process so that the systematic process will get you to where you need to be. See, a lot of y'all want to trust your emotions. And I ain't saying not to do that. But what I'm saying is, I want you to learn how to start guiding your emotions as well so that they can start working for you rather than working for others. Because that's what we're dealing with right now. A lot of us are moods that we're waiting for to be creative, our moods that we're waiting for to change our life, the mood that we're waiting for to be in love, the mood that we're waiting for to make change. It's never gonna come. It's the actions that have to precede it. I even get to the 9, and I'm at 31 seconds, family. All right. So here we go. We need to develop leadership throughout the entire sphere of Black life. And when I'm talking about develop leadership, like for example, we need to develop the experts in the relationships, all 9 areas, all those areas that Nelly Fuller talk about. We need to develop leadership throughout the entire sphere of Black life, all of the aspects of life, all of the things where we connect. We need to develop experts. Now, in the white community, they call them doctors or master students or whatever. We gave the world the concept of the master, and not in the slave plantation manner. We gave the world the idea of the master, and we need to start cultivating that. We got relationships experts in our community. We got economic experts in our community. We got creative masters in our community. We got science masters in our community. Every aspect of life, we need to make sure we develop the leadership and certify it rather than waiting for outside people to certify it. Use our creative ability to create the certifying bodies to make sure that we got people that's going to truly serve us in these roles. Our leaders need a national forum to share their ideas. Makes sense, right? Because this is, you know what I'm saying, where's the talking points for us? They're coming, but we need to make sure we need to kind of speed up that process. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's representing us, where's the talking points? In GNJMedia, we got our talking points, but we need them when we talk about us as a total people. But like I said, I'm concerned that, I'll build up GNJMedia and we'll continue having the talking points and we can fit in. But I'm just saying, Next one, number 3, a combination of technology and communication is vital. We need to update. We already are pretty much up on the technology and the communication, right? But can we take control of these spheres in our community? Can we do bargains? You know what I'm saying? Is there some type of way that we could take control of these technologies and learn how to do it? You know what I'm saying? And learn how to not only be able to be the best texters or be the best people on Instagram, but learn how to control and to own these things, right? Because even though we are a majority of what's driving these social media sites, right? Driving a lot of this stuff, we lack the control. And what we need to be doing is moving towards controlling these things. Number 4, Black communities must create their own media outlets. GNJMedia. Get it? Black communities must create their own media outlets. Trusted voices within our community that are in the media, because right now we see what the media does for us. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Fear mongering. Number 4, Black communities must create their own. Number 5, we need independent economic infrastructure to maintain our financial independence, or to build up our financial independence. We need independent economic infrastructures. We need banks. We need things that produce income. We need staples, right? We talk about this all the time, and we had the creative ability to do these things, right? And I'm getting so sick of hearing about how spiritual and how creative we are, but yet we only using that shit to score touchdowns and come up with fancy dances in the end zone. If we are truly that creative, let's go on and start pushing those people who have the creativity to be able to create some of the shit that we need. Let's back it. You know what I'm saying? Now, and that's, because like in GNJMedia right now, one of the things that I'm trying to do to get to get people to understand, to get a better understanding of economics, we have our own token, right? Called tribal token. Where, you know what I'm saying, like, for example, we have a workshop today, and some of the young people need to be filming. Those that will be filming, depending on how many come, will be receiving payment in our token, right? And because they have a wallet that's connected to the Stellar Network, some of them are getting interest in Stellar Network. I was talking to one of the young people the other day, cause he came up to me and said, "Yeah, man, I got my tokens, brother Hatim, and Stellar is down 5%. I said, "What?" He said, "Stellar down." I said, but ours ain't got no value. I said, ours is not about necessarily the cash value. It's more of a community token. You know what I'm saying? So I have to go on and explain that to him. But, he's still trying to grasp it. He like, boom, he's monitoring the market. Now, what I'm trying to get him to understand, not only can you create tokens, but you go in and see where money is trading and start taking advantage of some of the opportunities that are in the blockchain and that's in cryptocurrency. All right. 6. Black art, culture, and education are so underfunded that they are almost non-existent. Black arts, we need to go on, of course, create ways in which we start collecting black artists, right? And we start dictating what the value of that is. You know what I'm saying? So that, we don't have to go out here and buy no goddamn Rembrandt or Picasso. We go out here and buy Larry from down the street. And if enough of us like it and enough we share it in the proper ways, right? We can make Larry artwork an appreciable asset. We can make the art that we buy within our community assets if we value it enough and respect enough. Culture and education. Culture, of course, we know we talk about culture all the time, but education. We need to take control of the education within our communities, family. Our children are being trained to be servants of others, not to serve us. Let me say it again. Our children are being trained to be servant of others, not to serve us. And in no form or fashion in any other place is that acceptable, but within our community. Come on now. Number 7, must teach our children about who they are. Need I say more? Connect our children to the culture. Get our children to fall in love with the culture and get them to start seeing the results of loving the culture. And in order for that to happen, within our lifetime, I'm talking about those of you that's in Generation X, within our lifetime, we got to make sure that our children see and understand that it pays to be involved in our culture. I'm talking about the true culture, not the shit that's going to get bought out, because a lot of it's going to get bought out. A lot of it's going to get pimped out. You know what I'm saying? Because we already got charlatans and pimps out there right now running around with our shit. I'm going to expose you to some truth. You know what I'm saying? And have done nothing but the community but being deep. If even that. But anyway. We must tap into alternative energy sources and or technologies. We need to start really getting our young people and some of us that have that brain power to really start looking and doing research with solar energy, thermal, wind, and any other type of energy that we can get our hand. We really need to start doing. We need to start trying to grasp some of that understanding so that we can use some of that stuff. Now here's the next one, and it's outlandish, but I'm going for it. Looking towards black space colonization. God damn it, we need to be. If Elon Musk talking about going to Mars, black folks talking about GNJMedia is talking about going to Mars. I'm talking about we want to own a whole moon of Jupiter, the one with all the water. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to sell solar system waters with the GNJMedia symbol on it. We got the freshest water, untouched. You know what I'm saying? We want one of those moons where we could go on and be by ourselves. Y'all can leave us the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Because we have mastered solar energy. We could get a solar cell and produce and use 90% of the light's energy that hits it. We understand wind. We understand, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I said, it takes a certain type of thinking when you start thinking about controlling the energy, right? Controlling the energy within your society, within your culture, learning how to manipulate the energy makes it possible for you to actually start talking about moving out into space. See, because I want you to think about this. The big audacious dreams have in many ways eluded us because we have been for so long caught up on trying to get the basics. We're moving into a position now where we are able to because like I said, you know what I'm saying? If I want to place into my young folks the concept of us sending people into space, mining asteroids, meteors, or whatever the hell, I don't know. Mining in other places, bringing resources back to Earth, as well as being able to build places where people within our culture could go and exist in peace, safety. So now let me finish and I'm done. Where we at? I'm at 22 minutes, Brother Hot Tim. Good Lord. This is the underlying message of Kuumba. The arts are not a hobby or a form of entertainment, but rather a way of life. It starts with each person freeing themselves from self-imposed limitations. I got constraints in there. And being totally immersed in the creative process. It's about teaching our youth to see life as an opportunity to create life as an opportunity for creative self-expression. It's about breaking free from the prison of ego, from the mental constructs we have built around us over many lifetimes. This is what real freedom looks like. Not just political or economic freedom, but freedom in every area of life. I just wanted to read that, right? Because this is what goes out to the members of GNJMe every day, right? Those that are, that's on the email list. I'm going to tell you how to get on the email list. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start breaking this down and sending part of it out on the blog because the PC is, you know what I'm saying? We need to build up the email list. The email list give us direct access to everybody until they shut down everything. The ultimate piece right now is to get the text message piece, but we need to be able to produce enough income as GNJMe to be able to afford that because that shit is expensive, right? Once you start sending out text messages, because there are some excellent text message packages out there, but they are expensive. And I would love to be able to send people text messages, but I want to make sure it's enough people that's going to take advantage of having access to the immediate ding, immediate, we are up, we're doing it, you want to join us? All right? So family, this is Brother Hot. Oh, we got to do the toast. Anime, if you could, please. There we go. IT, come on now. Yes, I am. All the damn time thinking is what I do. And as we say in GNJMe, get the hell up out of my classroom. I ain't gonna say this, but just get out. What you doing? Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? But anyway. All right, let's get that. All right, now let me get what I need to do set up, and then we will go and do our thing. We're going to go and do our thing. So, family, for those of you that are interested, that are interested and getting your ancestors on the list, by all means, you could do so. It's free. I just ask you to be mindful of the fact that other people want to add their ancestors to the list as well. So be mindful when you come in and try to do that, right? What's the date today? 101. No. Oh, today is 108. I'm gonna have to erase some of these. I hate doing that. But anyway, because it's getting awful confusing up in here. Well, anyway, so you go to GNJ.Media. Down at the bottom of the screen, there's a white line with the follow button. Put your email address in there, click follow, and you will be added to our list. It'll send out a letter for you to confirm, an email letter for you to confirm that you want to be added to the list, to keep us safe and to keep you safe. And I need to be honest with you. I send out emails every day. All right, I send out emails every day for maybe the last 3 months. I've been using this rather than using some of the other tools because, like I said, coming in 2022, I had to decide on what tools I was going to keep and what tools I wasn't going to keep. So some of the tools that I was going to keep were those that, would go to social media outlets that I really wasn't, making any headway on anyway. So I decided to just focus on a few, so I don't need all that stuff. So I got rid of some of that. What was this called? Kuumba. Of culture. All right, cool. So from there, what we gonna do? Also, you go to GNJ, you go to GNJMedia.support. What I'm gonna do is, like I said, some of these I'm gonna change it a little bit, and I'm gonna post up some of it in thing, and then be like, you want the rest of it. You got to get on our email list. You got to get on the email list. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna do the first sample today, and I think I will start that. And I'm gonna put that in my challenge as well. Start posting on my blog daily. Posting on Giami's blog daily. A teaser. Make sure I spell it right. TEASER. Post. Priorities. Build up. Email list. Because we got some exciting stuff coming. 110. Week of 110-22-6. All right. Anyway, let's get this and let's pour. So I get out of here. Me and Cleve need to get out of here. All right, here we go. First off, we want to give it up to the creator, by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that creator, and we say the word of power, and that is, you ready? Ashe. From there, we move rapidly. And we move to our personal ancestors, which we toast every day here at 5:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every day the show is up. Like I said, for those of you that who may have ancestors that you want to add, if you send them in, right, they will be on in the following week. So you just got to remember what week you did it. And like I said, if you don't hear the name, then you need to get back with us to let us know, hey, you missed my ancestor, blah, blah, blah. It was a mistake of the mind and not a mistake of the heart. I'm gonna go through before I come back and do the toast for the week. I want to make sure I'm gonna go through and check. So I want to make sure your ancestors on there. So we lift up our glass for our personal ancestors and we say Ashe. From there we move to the moment, which is why we do this toast. Is about the moment. Family is about the moment. Realizing our power in the moment. Utilizing all of the principles. And today, the principle of the moment is Kuumba. And we want to take and use the power of our Kuumba to start creating the reality that we want, creating the world that we want, creating the better world for our children, creating the opportunities for ourselves and our tribe and our family to using that Kuumba, you know what I'm saying, to do some of the stuff and create some of the stuff that we need, and realizing that things are impossible only until they are not. And it's like, as long as we limit our imagination will be limited. All right, so family, I'm lifting up the glass for this moment right now. For those that don't, even before we get to those who don't speak the language, I want you to open up your reticular formation and seek out Kuumba, talk about Kuumba, share Kuumba. You know what I'm saying? Use it in your presentations, use it in your papers, use it in any form of fashion that you can. Throw it out there into the world, have the world respond, because they'll be uncomfortable. But so what? So what? You know what I'm saying? We lift up our glass, you know what I'm saying, and we salute this moment. And for those who don't speak the language, Kuumba means creativity. The demonic principle for the day is order. The color is orange, as you can see by my shirt. If you want some merch to support GNJ, you know what I'm saying, go to merch.GNJ.media. merch.GNJ.media. For those that just want to be supporters, go to GNJMedia.support. Right? Just that easy. Male name for the day is Kwame. Female name is Ama. So we lift up our glass, we salute, and what do we say? We say the word of power, Ashe. From there, family, move to our children's children, on to infinity. We toast them in advance. And we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. And now, family, we lift up our glass and we salute all of those who may need that balanced healing energy. Family, we want to send out that energy out to those that's within the family and the tribe, the extended family, extended tribe. We want to send that energy out. If you have any people that you want to do that, you can also put them on the email list. You could, if you know how to get in touch with anybody in G Army Journey, so that you can get it over to me so that I can write it down. And we have the ancestor book. You understand what I'm saying? We got the ancestor book. We'll add them in there and they'll be read every week along with the ancestors we have. So I might need to create a new book. So for those that need some healing, you know what I'm saying? And then, but y'all have to inform me when what we was doing has worked. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we need testimonials. I need testimonials. So we lifted up our glass, and I want to salute all those. The names that I know of right now is Brother Quasi. We want to lift up Brother Quasi Lowe. We want to lift up Elder Tony West. We want to lift up Elder Debbie Bowie. We want to lift up Elder Alumala. And we also want to lift up the community and tribe members and family members that are supporting those who might not be feeling well, those who might be suffering from this thing out here right now. You know what I'm saying? We want to lift y'all up because we know being a caregiver, as Brother Kwame always try to remind us, being a caregiver is a major, major thing. So we lift up our glass. We say, Ashe. I don't want to turn off because it ain't going to do nothing but ring again. Watch. But anyway, we lift up our glass. We salute and we say, Ashe. 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 Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And as we say in GNJMedia, can end, because this is our thing. And finally, do black. That's right. Uh-oh. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. It's growing. I heard somebody. Somebody out there in the ether heard me. All right, so I'm going to go and sip on my stuff. I'm going to get the closing music together. I'm going to do, I'm going to do King Thunder right now. There you go.
Oh, smoother than velocity.
Alright. Y'all heard them? We smoothing the velour seats. Y'all can't stand it. Somebody out there mad. Go out and conquer the